Module 7. Project Supply Chain Management. In the intricate dance of project management, supply chain management plays a pivotal role akin to that of a lead dancer, ensuring that each step is executed with precision to the rhythm of project demands. Its essence lies in orchestrating the flow of materials, information, and finances as they move in a process from supplier to manufacturer to wholesaler to retailer to consumer, and in some cases, back again in the form of returns or recalls. The success of a project, particularly in industries where the final product is the culmination of various specialized inputs, hinges on the efficacy of this flow. Imagine a symphony where each musician has a critical part to play, and the absence of even one can disrupt the harmony. Similarly, a well-managed supply chain ensures that project inputs are available when needed, in the correct quantity and quality, and at the optimal cost. This synchronization not only keeps the project on schedule but also guards against cost overruns and wastage of resources. Venturing into the domain of project procurements, it is akin to setting up the stage before the performance. Planning procurements involves understanding the project scope and identifying all the required goods and services that must be sourced externally. Once identified, the process moves to the conduct phase, where suppliers are selected and contracts are awarded. This stage is critical and requires a keen eye to balance cost, quality, and timing. Control in procurements is the ongoing management of supplier performance and the procurement process itself. It is a continuous loop of monitoring, reviewing, and adjusting to ensure that the project stays on course. Finally, closing project procurements is the act of confirming that all work has been completed correctly and to satisfaction, and then formally concluding the contracts. Now, imagine a partnership not just as a handshake between businesses but as a synergistic relationship that propels a project forward. Contemporary project partnering and collaboration are not mere buzzwords but the linchpins of modern project management. This approach leverages the strengths of all partners to achieve a common goal. It fosters open communication, shared risks and rewards, and an alignment of business practices and project goals. When partners collaborate, the project benefits from pooled expertise and resources, leading to innovations and improvements in project performance. When considering supply contracts, one must be as discerning as a chef selecting ingredients for a signature dish. There are various contract formats available, and the choice depends on the project's specific circumstances. For example, fixed-price contracts are suitable when the scope is clearly defined, offering cost certainty. Cost-reimbursable contracts might be apt when the scope is less certain, allowing for flexibility in changing conditions. Time and materials contracts, on the other hand, are chosen when it's unclear how long a project will take or how much it will cost, providing a way to pay for actual work performed. To illustrate how this knowledge applies, let's consider the procurement management plan. This document is not just about managing the procurement division, it is far more strategic. It delineates the project team's approach to acquiring goods and services from outside the performing organization, capturing the nuances of what, when, and how procurements will be handled. Furthermore, the allure of project partnerships is not lost on vendors, promising a more dependable stream of work, a clear understanding of expected outcomes, and the tantalizing prospect of greater potential profit. However, it is a partnership of equals, where mutual benefits are the goal. The notion that the buyer gains at the vendor's expense is an outdated and discouraged practice, as it undermines the essence of true collaboration. Project supply chain management is not merely a segment of project management, it is a driving force that ensures the project's success by integrating the capabilities of all partners. It calls for a strategic approach to planning, executing, and closing procurements with an emphasis on collaboration and flexibility to adapt to project needs. With the right approach to supply chain management, projects can not only meet their goals but exceed them, delivering value to stakeholders and contributing to the organization's long-term success. Determining project progress and results. Navigating the intricate waters of project management requires a compass that consistently points towards progress and results. Determining where you are and where you need to go is an art and science that hinges on robust formal reporting and communication, as well as the adept use of quality control tools. Imagine for a moment that you are at the helm of a vast construction project. Your daily challenge is to ensure that the intricate dance of deadlines, costs, and quality unfolds as planned. Formal reporting and communications are your lifelines, ensuring that every stakeholder is harmonized with the project's rhythm. When a new variation to the plan emerges, it is not enough to simply note it down. Change control becomes your structured ballet. Each change proposal to the project's planning elements is carefully acknowledged and formally documented. These documents then take center stage, subject to a thorough review by the Project Governance Board, who will either spotlight the change with approval or send it back to the wings if it doesn't fit the current performance. This delicate process ensures that only the changes that truly benefit the production get a role in your project. Thus, change control is all about formal acknowledgement, documentation, and the consequential approval or rejection. As the project unfolds, the manager, like a conductor, will frequently assess the performance. Questions echo through the project's corridors: how well is the entire project tuning with the time and budget score, and does the quality of this work resonate with our requirements? These inquiries are pivotal in determining the tempo of work executed and in progress. However, one question that does not typically feature in this concert of queries is about the project kickoff meeting. Once the project has commenced, the focus shifts to execution and monitoring, not the initial setup. Within this symphony lies the quality revolution, introducing a suite of tools designed to enhance the quality of project-related processes and outcomes. 3 core quality concepts emerge as pillars in this transformative movement. Firstly, process improvement echoes the philosophy of the Plan, Do, Check, Act concept. It ensures that project processes are not only capable and flexible but also continuously refined. It's like rehearsing a play, where each run-through is an opportunity to fine-tune the performance. Empowered performance, the second pillar, is about fostering a culture where risk-taking is encouraged and each member of the project team feels like a soloist, playing to their strengths and enjoying their contributions. This empowerment is like casting actors in roles that not only suit their talents but also challenge them to deliver an Oscar-worthy performance. The final pillar is stakeholder satisfaction, which requires a keen understanding of who is in your audience. Just as a playwright prioritizes which characters drive the narrative forward, project managers must discern and prioritize stakeholder needs. By developing standards that cater to these prioritized needs, the project ensures that each stakeholder's requirements are met, much like ensuring that every audience member enjoys the show from their seat in the theater. In the grand production of project management, determining progress and results is an ongoing performance that demands attention to detail, strategic thinking, and dynamic action. Through formal reporting and communications, project leaders can choreograph a dance of informed decision-making and change control. By leveraging quality control tools, they can fine-tune the performance, ensuring that the final bow is met with applause for a job well done. Each act, from process improvement to empowered performance and stakeholder satisfaction, is a step towards not just meeting but exceeding the high standards set forth at the project's inception. Finishing the project and realizing the benefits. In the grand tapestry of project management, the final act of completing a project and harvesting the fruits of labor, often coined as finishing the project and realizing the benefits, is a chapter as crucial as the initiation or execution phases. It's not merely about crossing the finish line, it's about ensuring that the race was worth running. Let's start by understanding that not all projects cross the finish line in the traditional sense. Sometimes, the most prudent decision is to terminate a project early. The reasons can vary from a project no longer aligning with business strategy, costs spiraling beyond recovery, to technology evolving and rendering the project outcomes obsolete. The decision to terminate a project early should not be taken lightly. It involves rigorous analysis and often requires the same level of documentation and review as bringing a project to completion. This process typically involves a formal termination meeting, documentation of the work completed, lessons learned, and a final project report that reflects on the project's original justification, which is the cornerstone of understanding the project's life cycle and its alignment with the organization's objectives. As we segue into projects that reach their planned conclusion, it's paramount to understand that the final phase, often referred to as project closure, is not a mere formality but a critical phase where the benefits are realized and consolidated. It's a process that ensures all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed. The original justification of the project, which was likely the guiding star throughout the project lifecycle, is revisited to evaluate success against the initial objectives. In this closing phase, it's important to note that while ensuring all work has been accomplished and that all resources have been reassigned are essential activities, there's a misconception that updating the project management plan is part of closure. On the contrary, the project management plan is a living document meant to guide the project through its execution, not after its completion. The closure phase instead places emphasis on ensuring all documentation is complete, which includes the final project report, deliverables, and performance reviews. Moreover, this stage is not the time for assigning blame or detailing the dismissal of team members due to poor performance. Instead, it's a time for reflection, learning, and acknowledgement of the collective effort. The documentation of the project's journey should reflect a holistic view, capturing the essence of teamwork and the methodologies that brought success, rather than transcripts of team member conversations or a review of team-building exercises, which although may have contributed to a positive team environment, are not the focus of a project closeout report. The closeout report serves as a historical document that provides insight into the decision-making process, the effectiveness of project management practices, and the success in achieving project objectives. It should ideally include a section on benefits realization, which is the process of measuring the extent to which the project's outcomes contribute to the organizational goals and how they can be sustained over time. This includes a final accounting of the project budget, an analysis of what was delivered versus what was promised, and a review of the project's impact on stakeholders. In essence, finishing a project and realizing the benefits is a multifaceted process that requires a careful approach to termination, detailed and reflective documentation, and a strong emphasis on learning and benefits realization. It's about closing the loop to ensure that the project's journey from conception to completion is well understood, the objectives are met, and the benefits are woven into the organizational fabric, ready to be the foundation for future endeavors. It is in this final chapter that the project team can take a step back, review the narrative they have authored, and appreciate the legacy of their hard work within the annals of the organization's history.